snowing, and it's spring, late spring. Snow is back in Northern California right now. A viewer sent us this video of the snow in their backyard in Arnold. Those snowflakes are big, coating those trees and coming down fast. That's like a winter wonderland in spring. And here's another look at the snow in Truckee near Tahoe Donner. You can see the streets covered in snow there. Same with the patios. Lots of essentially dark skies and covered trees there. Really pretty views from across the region. Thanks so much for joining us at 6 o'clock. I am Brittany Hope. The wet weather is rolling into our region again, bringing rain and snow. This is a look at the road conditions on I-80 near Kingvale. That's on the left on I-80, and Highway 50 near Ski Run on the right. You can see lots of folks pulled over along I-80. Looks like putting on those chains and getting checked by Caltrans because chain controls are in effect. Drivers are being reminded to take caution on the road. Take it slow. We are bringing you live team coverage of this active weather tonight. KCRA 3's Orkomana is on I-80, but first we want to go right to meteorologist Dirk Verdoorn. Dirk, where is the snow still falling down? Yeah, well, we have the heaviest snow that's now shifting more towards the central and southern part of the Sierra. You can see south of Lake Tahoe is where we're getting some of that bright white showing up on our radar. That denotes the heavier snowfall that's going to be coming down, and that's associated, of course, with that heavier rain that first came across the valley and is heading up the west slope of the Sierra, transitioning into some snow. We've been looking at snow levels, and they've been kind of fluctuating between 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Again, with that heavier precipitation coming down, that's when that snow level gets closer to 3,000 feet. As it starts to taper off, then we see that snow level start to rise. Right now along Highway 108, you can see near Twain Hart is where we get that transition up the road to some of that heavier snow on towards Miwok Village, as well as on towards Sonora, the pass there, the pass at Sonora, at Sonora Pass. Public Pines currently getting some showers. We're seeing some also near Whitehall. As you make your way over Echo Summit, you're going to run into a little bit of snow there as well. Blue Canyon getting some light snow. It's tapering off, but we still have snow, and look at that. It just covered the trees, and you have the road at least that looks like it's clear, but the sides of the road, all the snow is being pushed over to the side, and so we're still sticking at that point. Radar showing some snow between Chester and Quincy. Tobin getting some snow also in through Plumas County. So that's what's going on right now with our snow situation. And next, we're going to talk more about the rain coming up. Back over to you. All right, Dirk, well, stay tuned. Let's go to I-80. Right now, it is closed at Colfax, and drivers already further up the road are being turned around. KCRA 3's Orkomana is live along I-80 between Cisco Grove and Kingvale. Orko, I know you were stuck on the interstate for hours in the backup. What's going on at this point?
Yeah, well, Brittany, we were stuck in traffic for nearly 4 hours, and we were finally able to turn around about 45 minutes ago. We are now in Cisco Grove, and as you mentioned, I-80 is closed between Colfax and the Nevada state line in both directions. Caltrans says it's because of multiple spinouts. You can see just how snowy and slushy the roads are. And then if we walk this way, you mentioned folks who are kind of still in this interim period. That includes the drivers here at this gas station. They're waiting for the roads to reopen, and while they do, some are trying to make the most of these conditions.
We just want to get home and see our dogs.
Steve Blackhall is looking for a new hope. He and countless other drivers going the opposite of light speed today on Interstate 80. Caltrans says multiple spinouts is the reason for the big backup.
We've never been stuck like this long before. This is something new, and especially in the first week of May. It's a little interesting.
It's May the 4th, and the force is strong with this spring snowfall in the Sierra. Blackhall is trying to get back to Reno, and while it's no Millennium Falcon, his SUV has everything he needs to avoid spinouts.
Oh, we have four-wheel drive, and I lock in four-wheel drive, in these kind of conditions. Take it slow and easy, try not to pass everybody, and just drive safely and carefully.
Chain controls required on portions of I-80 to keep everyone safe.
This is beautiful!
Visitors from a galaxy far, far away.
I live in India, yeah.
Enjoying the fresh powder, some even in t-shirts.
Yeah, when you wear to kill, you don't feel chill.
Just soaking in the snow.
We didn't predict this. We had plans to go to Tahoe, and it's special, it's mesmerizing. Really feels great.
They're all smiles as they make the most of the cold conditions.
It's awesome. Who expects snowfall in May? It's simply awesome. Right now it's so Christmassy, everything is so beautiful, wonderful.
Those stuck in traffic hoping fellow drivers are just as positive.
I just want everyone else to be safe and not be impatient.
Yeah, that's the key. And right now in Cisco Grove, it's snowing really lightly, but again, you can see just how much snow has fallen today. Because of that, again, I-80 in both directions between Colfax and the Nevada state line is closed. Caltrans says there's no estimated time for reopening, so a lot of the drivers who are trying to get to their destinations will have to wait a little bit longer. Reporting live in Cisco Grove tonight, Orca Manna, KCRA 3 News.
Orco, I hope it doesn't take you too long to get home. Make sure you guys take it slow and be safe. Thanks for that report. As this late season storm continues to impact the Sierra into this evening, we talked with Caltrans earlier this morning as they were preparing. They say crews are ready to keep you safe. Officials have this message for those who are planning to hit the roads.
When we have any type of inclement weather, especially with snow, the big safety message is slow down. You can't be going 65 miles per hour on a wet highway, especially when crossing over Donner Summit. So reduce those speeds, give yourself more distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. That way, if you do have to maneuver, you could do so slowly and safely and help prevent any type of an incident all throughout the day.
Good tips. Caltrans' drivers should expect those travel delays. We know that Orco's been dealing with it. Similar scene on Highway 50. There's slippery roads, times where visibility can be not so great, and also some chain controls too. Wow, while it's snowing the Sierra, rain has hit the valley. This is some good video. A big thanks to the viewer who sent us in this video of the rain in Vacaville earlier today. I actually was driving from Petaluma this morning back, so I drove through that on the drive along I-80. There were some really heavy portions of the day where it was coming down, and some parts where folks kind of stopped on the road for a few seconds because the visibility got really poor. That was, I'd say, at around noonish today.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how much it's changed. I mean, it's kind of sunny behind
the
you now.
valley's even seeing some ice come down in the form of
Ice.
hail. Yeah, well, a little hail. We got thunderstorms that are going to pop up, and that's kind of what we want to talk about now. You can see we have some blue sky. Well, what that does is allows the sun to come down and kind of heat up the surface of the earth, and that just adds fuel to the fire and the spawning of thunderstorms. And that's why the sky's so black here on the left side of the monitor, while we have the blue on the other side. And this is spawning thunderstorms. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. And you can see some little convection cells that are popping up in Sacramento County. You can see also in through northern San Joaquin County, just to the north of Lodi, and near Wallace, also getting some of this, and also near Ione. So in Amador County, we're seeing just these little cells bubbling up. But then we get into this line of thunderstorms. And this is stretching from Lincoln all the way up, now moving towards Lake of the Pines and Auburn, Grass Valley. You're kind of getting into the leading edge of this right now. And this is moving up the west slope of the Sierra. So moving from the west to the east, this line, it's fairly narrow, so it's not going to last too long, but you're going to have some heavy downpours and hail associated with that. We've had several people call in reporting that they're getting hail, mostly pea-sized hail. Also in Dubuque County, lots of lightning strikes have been happening, as well as some heavy rain, and that is transitioning into some snow. And then we also see some of these showers popping up near Red Bluff and Anderson, moving towards Shingletown and on towards, again, those areas that are off to the east. So that's kind of the situation that we're dealing with. Once the sun goes down, these thunderstorms will start to taper off, and we'll have much calmer conditions for tomorrow. We'll have more on that and just when we're going to warm up again coming up. Back over to you.
Well, stay tuned, Dirk. Thank you. Make sure to follow the storm and any weather changes with the KCRA 3 app. You can use the interactive radar and get hour-by-hour forecast for wherever you live. The best part, it's free to download.